Anyway, it was something like...
Most people think Rowan Atkinson became a legend because he was funny. I think he became a legend because he understood people. Anyone can tell a joke. Very few comedians can take ordinary human behavior and make millions of people laugh at it. That's exactly what Rowan did. His comedy wasn't built on punchlines. It was built on observation. He understood our pride, our awkwardness, our impatience, and our endless ability to make simple situations far more complicated than they need to be. That's why his comedy feels timeless. And if you enjoy videos that look beyond the laughs and explore what makes great entertainers truly special, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Bean became a global icon is surprisingly simple. He's not just a character. He's a mirror. Mr. Bean is impatient when he should be patient. He takes shortcuts when he shouldn't. He wants things his way. He makes mistakes and then desperately tries to hide them. In other words, he's human. People don't laugh because he's different from them. They laugh because he's exactly like them. And if you're enjoying this breakdown so far, be sure to subscribe. It helps the channel, and it lets us keep exploring the deeper stories behind some of the world's most unforgettable personalities.
What would Mr. Bean reckon to all of this Formula One malarkey?
Yeah. Well, he would enjoy it very much because he's a car enthusiast, as you know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had some magnificent cars, didn't he?
Cars, then he'd enjoy it. But anyway, it's fantastic to be here. I'm a guest of George Russell, which is, it wasn't planned for me to be here on a weekend, when he got pole, but here we are.
Rowan Atkinson name dropping. Whatever next?
I know. I'm here as a matter of fact, as a guest of George Russell. So.
Oh, fantastic.
So that's how privileged I am.
Forget the whole thing. I'm going back home with Migsy.
Yes. Oh, show me the glen where the kipper roams free and together. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I got too funny.
Sorry.
It's funny to me that he addressed it all the weekends.
Are we still recording?
Consulting with the wife. You see, after backing me off, it's on Friday. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm going to look at you joking. I understand everything.
I know what it's like. I mean, you've got a difficult job. 45 miles commuting.
Most movies celebrate success. Rowan Atkinson built a career around failure. Mr. Bean rarely looks impressive. He fails constantly. But every failure feels familiar because we've all experienced embarrassment, frustration, and bad decisions. Rowan understood that people connect more deeply with flaws than perfection. That's why audiences never just laugh at Mr. Bean. They relate to him.
Do you remember that night? Yes, I certainly remember the night. It was a one-off. It was a one-night review, and I was asked if I wanted to do something, and I couldn't think of anything, and just stood in front of a mirror, to be honest, and I just started pulling faces, for want of a better term, and I just sort of, was doing this. And then there was this idea of having a card. Have you got anything that I could... I'm just going Anyway, it was something like that. But early on in the life of Mr. Bean, getting lots of letters from people saying, "Oh, I'd love to have dinner with Mr. Bean. How hilarious that would be." He's a very, very selfish individual. He's a child.
I love your work, I have to say, but the thing that I loved the most, Blackadder.
Oh, right. Good.
Elizabethan Blackadder.
Oh, right.
You became a sex symbol because of that.
Opish.
No, it's not opish. It's true. Look at it. It was just the whole persona, and you really suited the outfit.
Most comedians rely on words. Rowan relied on timing. A look. A pause. A reaction. He understood that the anticipation before something goes wrong is often funnier than the mistake itself. His silence wasn't empty. It invited the audience into the joke. And that's what made his comedy feel so intelligent.
Elton. Do you mind if I call you Elton?
No, it's fine.
Good. Well, Elton. I'm sure the first question that everybody would like to ask you is this. Funny name, Elton. How did you come by it?
Well, I used to be in a band, and I wanted to become a singer in my own right, and I wanted to choose a name, and the saxophone player in the band was called Elton, so I chose that name.
Did you ever consider John Elton?
No.
New York a few years ago, and it was a story in which I had to play a bungling British secret agent. And there's this beautiful woman gets out of a limo in the middle of New York, and he sees her. And this scene was when I had to look at her as if I'd just fallen in love with her. Right. And the director said, "Just imagine that you've just seen your wife for the first time." And my wife happened to be on set at the time. And she said, no, that won't work. Tell him to look at her as if she's his new Aston Martin.
Oh, well.
And then it'll work.
Oh, that'll work.
And she was right. It inspired me no end. I looked at her like no woman has ever been looked at.
Really? Can you give us that look? I'm curious.
One of Rowan's greatest strengths was his willingness to look foolish. Most performers want admiration. Rowan wanted honesty. He wasn't afraid to look awkward, childish, or ridiculous if it served the joke. Ironically, that willingness to appear foolish is exactly what made audiences respect him. Because real confidence doesn't need to look impressive.
I did a movie quite a while ago called Mr. Bean's Holiday. Oh, yes. In which Mr. Bean...
You're so casual about that.
I did a film called Mr. Bean's
Well, does he look like an even bigger knob if he said, "Oh, well, of course you all know Mr. Bean's Holiday." You know,
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to reduce my knob quotient. Based actually on a visit or a holiday in Venice that I had in 1985, quite a long time ago. Wouldn't it be fun, because I had already started exploring just doing purely visual comedy. I'd explored it on stage, and I was interested in trying to put visual comedy through the character of Mr. Bean on TV. And so that's where it started. Well, the first ones we did were in 1988, 89, and then it sort of grew from there, and now we've got this...
Weird, it's like...
A lot of comedy comes from making fun of people. Rowan chose a different path. His humor wasn't cruel. It was understanding. He wasn't mocking human weakness. He was reminding us that everyone has weaknesses. That's why audiences from different countries, cultures, and generations all connect with his work. Human nature is universal. And Rowan knew it. Personal belief is that Rowan Atkinson's greatest achievement has very little to do with comedy. His real achievement was turning everyday human flaws into something joyful. Embarrassment. Awkwardness. Pride. Failure. These are things every person experiences. Most comedians make people laugh for a moment. Rowan Atkinson made people recognize themselves. And that's why decades later, the world is still laughing. Not because the jokes are old, but because human nature never changes.